What to Play presents 15 of the best PC titles during the first half of 2021, all arranged by PlayScore. To check out our full list, visit our website at whattoplay.com. You can also take part in our rankings by leaving reviews of the games that you played. Link in the description box below. This video is brought to you by Cometh, a play-to-earn multiplayer strategy game built on the Ethereum blockchain. More about it near the end of the video. Rank number 15, The Darkside Detective, a fumble in the dark. We open our list with this point-and-click adventure from Spooky Doorway Games. As a sequel to the original, we are once again in the shoes of Detective McQueen and Officer Dooley as they solve goofy yet memorable paranormal cases. You might think of this as a horror game, but don't worry, its sense of humor will keep the tension at bay. A play score of 8.60.
Ready for an ass kicking?
This is our chance! Wipe them out! Let's do this!
At rank number 14, we have Persona 5 Strikers, the quote-unquote sequel to Atlus' most popular Persona game to date. Joker returns to his double life as a phantom thief alongside his friends. Together they go on a road trip to save Japan from doom. Again. Its gameplay adapts the Masuo-style combat from Dynasty Warriors with the style and swagger of the Phantom Thieves.
Oh, we're taking the Phantom Thieves to a whole new level.
A play score of 8.62. Rank number 13, Atelier Ryza 2, Lost Legends and the Secret Fairy. Thick thighs are once again saving lives, at least fan-based lives. The next chapter of Ryza sees her on a more alchemical adventure. This sequel gives Ryza added mobility, taking her to more places than before, including underwater. A fair warning though, Atelier's gameplay has always been complex, but we all know we're not in it for that. A play score of 8.62. At rank number 12, we have Skul, the Hero Slayer. Indie games are taking over this list, and that's a good thing. Southpaw Games' action platformer borrows familiar mechanics from known titles like Dead Cells and even Celeste, but its touch of roguelite adds variety to its gameplay loop. Using the heads of your fallen enemies might sound silly, but it brings out fresh combat in each run with more room for experimentation. It receives a play score of 8.62. At rank number 11 is Demeo. Resolution Games' VR RPG stood out among the many VR titles that came out this year. For starters, it's a turn-based adventure where you play with your friends in familiar dungeon-crawling escapades. You can play with up to 3 different people. Each will be able to pick different roles that have their own specializations and skills.
Here comes some fireball action.
Get that double sword!
Oh! Yeah!
Work together and brave through the many threats the catacombs have to offer. A play score of 8.65. In the top 10, Rain on Your Parade. Who would have thought a game such as this one could make it to this year's top 10? Rain on Your Parade's simple premise brings out the schadenfreude within us. Play as a douchebag cloud and mess up everyone's life in the most hilarious ways possible. It somehow acts as a de-stressing exercise, especially when we're having a bad day ourselves. A play score of 8.66. Cruising through space at rank number 9 is Mass Effect, Legendary Edition. Born too late to explore the universe, but born just right in time to experience the Mass Effect trilogy in its definitive state. This Legendary Edition is the best way to enjoy BioWare's award-winning space opera. As a remaster, it's not just the visuals that got the upgrade, the quality of life was drastically improved as well. Now operating the Mako on the first ME game is bearable. It is a series that aged like fine wine, and it gained a play score of 8.67. Rank number 8 is Griftlands. The success of the roguelike genre has pushed developers to bring more of their titles to the market. Griftlands is Clay Entertainment's contribution to the long list of roguelike games in the gaming world. It combines deck building and the punishing gameplay loop of roguelikes. Remember Slay the Spire? Select from 3 of its main characters and embark on a sci-fi trip where you make your own choices. It received numerous praise due to its ingenious blend of the genres. You might find their art style familiar, as they're the ones responsible for the popular survival Don't Starve. It receives a place score of 8.73. At rank number 7 is Everhood. The success of Undertale paved the way for more experimental type RPGs in the market. Everhood is more than just what you see on the trailers and screenshots. It's a genre-bending adventure that jumps from one gameplay to another. Sometimes you feel like it's a rhythm game, then at a moment's notice, it shifts into a challenging bullet hell. It's a game best played blind, and its story and characters are something to remember. A place score of 8.79. At rank number 6 is Loop Hero. Devolver Digital brings something familiar to the table. Like Slay the Spire, its ever-changing gauntlet of challenges is made better with its multiple variations of deck building. Trapped in an endless time loop, escape this never-ending torture and use the power of the cards at your disposal. Mix and match the right cards and become stronger in its infinite possibilities. You don't have to worry if you die. All it takes is a retry and enjoy one more loop. A place score of 8.84. Breaking into our top 5 is Chicory, A Colorful Tale, a small indie title made from passionate developers. Taking this spot on a list full of big-budget titles is no small feat. Chicory's charm lies in its simple art style. It is intentional as the game relies so much on coloring the environment around you. Yep, it's a coloring book style gameplay where you can paint on everything. Think of it as Concrete Genie, but on a 2D plane. As you paint through its wonderful world, you'll be accompanied by the tunes of the Celeste composer Lena Raine. Chicory, A Colorful Tale receives a place score of 8.85. Spooking its way to rank number 4 is Little Nightmares 2. The second installment of the horror platformer from Tarsier Studios didn't quite hit the mark compared to its original. It did, however, bring in fresh scares and horrifying yet memorable monster designs. The new protagonist is a breath of fresh air, and its surreal world is great to get lost into. It's creepy, sometimes disturbing, but for a horror game, it has a heart. Like an even more twisted version of Wonderland. A place score of 8.85.
Oh no, they're coming. Who is? What the hell was that?
Making its way into our top 3 is Resident Evil Village. It's no surprise Capcom is bringing out impressive titles over the past few years. Village is the latest of their long-running survival horror series, and they are breaking the internet with its crazy amount of memes.
Certainly are persistent.
God damn, boy!
A sequel to Ethan's first-person adventure, this offered a roller coaster of emotions from start to finish. Each district in its sprawling village showcases a different kind of fear for every player. A DLC is currently in the works, and we can't wait to find out what it is. Village gets a place score of 8.86.
If you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. Just think back
Look at that
to the
sun.
very beginning. The first thing that you can remember.
At rank number 2 is Before Your Eyes, an unconventional game where you control the story using your eyes. Yep, by doing simple sensory functions called blinking, you manipulate this narrative-driven adventure. By using a webcam, you can let it detect your eyes and let your actions move the story forward. But be warned, the story hits hard and it might hinder your progress when you bawl your eyes out.
You may find yourself fighting, doing everything you can to keep your eyes open and stay in cherished memories just a little longer. But you'll also find yourself in painful, repressed memories that you'd just as soon blink right past. But no matter what you do, time will keep moving. And before you know it, you'll be at the end.
It's a great way to help prospective players who suffer from other accessibility issues too. A place score of 8.89. Before we get into our number 1, let's talk about the sponsor of this video, Cometh. It's set in a persistent metaverse that keeps going even when you log off. Your goal is to mine comets. Pilot your spaceship, adjust its trajectory to get as close as possible to an orbiting comet, and when you're within mining distance, extract resources. Cometh is a play-to-earn game. The resources you mine are crypto tokens that you can exchange for cash or other cryptocurrencies. And that's just one way to earn. You can also get rewards by just putting your spaceship in orbit, renting it out to other players, and by yield farming, where you lock your rewards to earn even more. You can get up to $20,000 in cryptocurrency in weekly rewards. If you climb your way up the leaderboard, you can even get a chance to compete in a tournament with prizes up to $60,000. This is a great way to introduce yourself to the blockchain space. Sign up using the link in the description box below and use our code TOPLAY to get a 10% discount on your first space miner. Start mining now.
Are you ready for the roller coaster ride of your life?
No.
And finally, at the top is It Takes Two. And the best PC game in this mid-year ranking is EA's cooperative story-driven game. It Takes Two is how a big-budget co-op game should be. Every level feels like it's carved from a different project, offering unique gameplay mechanics for you and your friend. Help Cody and May fix their marriage woes by working together to solve a ton of puzzles, all while a magic book of love throws out advice that ranges from the straightforward to the poetic. A play score of 9.02.